I want to show you an online dating profile of this gothic girl that I came across when I was rating online dating profiles, and they were not so good, but this one just stands out, and I think I just want to get to know this person. Mental health nurse, JRPG lover and general nerd. I have no idea what that is, but I'm just like, yeah, okay. Gothic girl, veggie, black metal, dark wave, cold wave. Now, like this video, if you are reading this and you think like, wow, she does seem interesting, because I certainly do think she seems very interesting. So what are those things that I think she's doing really well? And then I'll also give you other things that she put there, because she's really utilizing the dating profile. I'll show you what I mean. Number one is that she clearly tells what kind of person she is. So she says, you know, that she is veggie and that she's a gothic girl and all these things. And I just think this is amazing because she's being very specific. Another thing that I think is a great thing, and I really love what she's doing, is that she's very specific about the kind of person that she's looking for. So she is saying, you know, I'm looking for someone alternative with similar interests and long hair. So she's very specific. Now I'll give you a different perspective how you can put that across. So make sure that you keep watching this. By the way, have I introduced myself? My name is Yeva, I'm the award-winning author, and on this channel I share everything: love, dating, relationships, unavailable men. So if this sounds like something you are into, then make sure that you click subscribe and hit the notification so you don't miss any of the future videos. The third thing that I think this gothic girl really nails in her online dating profile is that she doesn't give a memoir, her life story, because sometimes it can be very lengthy, and I've seen, you know, these things, I'm just like, I don't even know how to read this. Like, what is this? Is this like an essay? She's so clever, and she's putting little emojis and she's putting it, you know, you can just skim it through. Make his life a bit easier. Now, why do you want to make his life a bit easier? Because I know you are tired of all the pickup lines and things like that. It's because the more specific you are in your online dating profile, and the more you actually tell the kind of person that you are and who you are looking for, less time you'll be wasting with people that are, I don't want to say low value, but those that are not invested. Because the ones that will read your profile, they will be like, oh, she seems interesting, I want to talk to her. So you won't have to, you know, just respond to messages, oh, your lips are like cherries, how game are you, you know, and all these terrible things. I think this will help you to filter those matches. I mean, I hope so. And if you're thinking, well, I've tried all of this, but I don't think any of that is working, and I just keep attracting the wrong kind of guy, then make sure that you watch a video on my channel about how to stop attracting and why you are attracting the wrong kind of guy. I think it will help you. Okay, so number 4, what is this gothic girl doing really well? She is making the most of the app built-in features. Now, if you're someone who is like, oh, I don't know what to write, now Bumble is really great for that. I mean, Bumble, you should sponsor me. And non-negotiable, long hair, cultured, and not boring, please. I'll mention something about this not boring later, so make sure that you stick. And then another thing that she puts, she says, I'm a real nerd about music and Japanese pop culture. A lot of online dating apps nowadays have a lot of built-in features. So if you're someone who doesn't know what to write in your online dating profile and you really struggle, then you can really make the most of them. And I think it makes your profile a bit more fun. By the way, make sure that you check out the video on my channel about how to actually write a good online dating profile. And another thing that I really like about this gothic girl is that she's different and she's not generic. She's not putting any of the generic stuff as I like to laugh, I like food, I like watching Netflix and all this. Like some of these are the things, you know, that I've seen a lot of the profiles have, and she doesn't put any of that. She's like proper niche, very specific, and she's not going to attract a guy who spends more time doing his face than she is, because she's just, you can tell she's not into that kind of guy. So I don't know, what do you think? I think she's absolutely awesome. I love it. Now, what are those things that I think she could do better? 2 suggestions that I have. I would suggest you to never include things in your online dating profile that you don't want to attract. So if you don't want to attract anyone boring, don't even put that word, no one boring, because very often a boring person probably doesn't understand that they're boring. Right? Because if they knew that they're boring, they would probably do something about it. And as an example, she says a non-negotiable, not boring, please. Now she puts that please so it doesn't come across as like really negative and things like that, but that would be my suggestion. Don't put that. And then another thing is that very often when you write your online dating profile, and even that's how they formulate an online dating profile, like what you're seeking, what you're searching for, what you're looking for. And that's great that you're putting that across, but I think it's very also important to put what can you give to that person. And it doesn't have to be anything massive as 5 blowjobs a day. But it can be, I made great pancakes. I made great cup of tea. So it can be funny, So what is it something that you can offer to this person? What is it something that you can give? As small as it is, but it just will make you come across as kind and not like entitled and just different. It's nice. We all want to be around someone kind and compassionate and caring. It's just, we do, right? And I'm sure you are those things. Tell me in the comments, what is it something that you could give to a match? Yeah, to your potential match, to your partner. Tell me in the comments. I'd love to know this. Now, if you are looking at this and you're thinking, yeah, that's great, I'd love more tips, then make sure you check out my book, Why Am I Still Single? Book for women, because I've dedicated the whole Tinderella Diaries chapter there, where I give a lot of tips and tricks how you can make the most of online dating. And that's just, one of the things that I have in the book. So make sure you check that out. Now, if you would like more tips and tricks on what not to actually do on your online dating profile, then make sure you check out the video that I have about when rating online dating profiles. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this, then click like. If you want more videos like that, if you like what you see, then make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification so you don't miss any of my future videos. I shall see you then. Always remember that you're worthy of love. See ya.